My name's Nick. I'm the kitchen manager here at the Felix Kitchen in Poplar. I run the day-to-day operations where we produce our awesome Felix meals out of the surplus food from our depot next door. And if you follow me, I'll start to show you the kitchen. For me as an individual, I think it's a great thing to do for the planet, for your budget, and for individually. For us as a business and as an organization, it just shows the incredible amount of food waste. I'm a great believer that you can do good things without having to compromise. So you can have all your luxuries, do all of your things, you reduce your waste, and you're in the right position. So here at the Felix Project, our main thing is what we do in our depot. So we take excess food and surplus food from supply chains, distribute it out to a variety of different organizations. Here at the kitchen, we do something a little bit different. We turn them into our Felix meals, which I'll show you shortly. I think the worst sin is best before dates. If I had my way, I would scrap them all together. We're all adults. I think we should look at our food, and if it looks good, smells good, tastes good, it's good food. And just because there's a date on it doesn't mean it needs to go in the bin. One of the most common foods, I was going to say bread and bananas, but we've already covered that. A lot of the other things is fresh salads. So salad leaves, things that are pre-packaged or pre-produced, they have an even shorter shelf life, so they can go off in a few days and people overbuy and underuse. I think the freezer is key. You can put almost anything in the freezer. Little things, bread is a huge one for me. If you have toast every morning, it should come straight out of the freezer, never out of the bread bin. It never goes off and it tastes just as good. So here today, it's a pretty normal day for us. So in the center there, you have our potato production, which is key. We go through about 120, 150 kilograms of potatoes every day. So there's a lot of people chopping a lot of potatoes. It never stops. It's about 7 hours of manpower we need every day just to get the potatoes ready to go in the oven. So we aim for a target of 5,000 meals a day. So we're looking at about 30,000 meals a week that then go out all across London to all of our different organizations. So here is our packing area. So as you saw in the kitchen there where we do all the food production, here's where the meals get packed. And then they look a little something like this. So today, right now, we're packing a Provençal mushroom with a turmeric rice. So we pack off all of the meals, they go into these little boxes, off into the crates, off to the warehouses, and then they go all across. So once the meals have been packed, they all go off into crates like this. So we have 24 meals per crate. All of these crates go next door into our warehouse, and then they distribute round the little TV show quality for you there. So our meals get distributed through all of our different community organizations. So things like soup kitchens, schools, community centers, people in need all across London, a huge variety. Our big thing that we work with different charities. So we are a hub which then supports a variety of different good causes. So I make a rather mean venison chili. We've been doing a lot of cooking with venison. We had an incredible 3.5 tons worth of venison mince donated to us by one of our suppliers. So you can imagine it's a lot of venison. There's been a lot of venison chilies, which I think I've perfected pretty much down to a T. So my favorite dish, one I've been making since I was a little kid, so it's a fillet of cod with pea, broad bean and lemon side dish. A little bit of crispy pancetta on the top. It's my go-to favorite. So this is our staff room, one of our two. So this is where the volunteers and all of our team gets fed every day. One of the things that's really important to us is feeding our team. It's not your average staff lunch. We put out about 6 or 7 dishes, again, all made from the surplus food, exactly the same as what we would send out to our customers. And yeah, the feedback we get from visitors, volunteers and everything about how delicious the food is a testament to what we do in the kitchen. An underrated ingredient, tough for me, I love all of them. I would say the underrated ingredient in our kitchen is definitely carrots. They're such a good staple, they're such a good basic, as you will actually you can't see from here, but one of the things we have a massive excess of at the moment is carrots. You can put them in almost any dish. We did an amazing Moroccan style tagine with them a few days ago, and they're such a good staple. This year we have a massive bumper crop. It's been a really mild winter, so the carrots are growing much longer in the season than they normally do in this country. So we have got pallets upon pallets of them still arriving to us, which is great that we've got somewhere good to send them. So I started working within the food waste and food poverty volunteering during COVID. My background is hospitality, so as soon as we were furloughed, food, beverage and people has been my life since I was a teenager. Working within Felix is just amazing to see the work goes. It's truly incredible. You see the food week in, week out, but it still blows you away. Right now we're in the post-Easter phase, so the incredible amount of Easter eggs that are coming out. I've got 35 school kids coming tomorrow that are all going to walk away with a nice Easter egg. But it genuinely blows you away to see that food, and when we get to get that feedback and we get to meet some of the people that end up with our meals, it's amazing to think that otherwise that would have just gone into the bin. 100%. There's always two sides to what we do. One is the environment side, reducing the carbon footprint in the food industry. The other side is the people. And for me, seeing that there's been some incredible messages, some beautiful letters that have been sent our way about not just what an impact it makes having the food, but the quality of what we do is something that we really try and stand out for. It's not just about feeding people out of necessity, it's about giving them something that they'll really enjoy and look forward to. It's really a diverse set of people. We try to work really locally to our depots. So here in Poplar, we've got a community that faces a lot of challenges. So they go out to organizations which are food banks, so it can be a family that are struggling to pick up 2 or 3 of our meals. We do a huge amount of work with schools in half-term programs in particular, and then everything you can imagine, food shelters, homeless shelters, and anyone that needs a good meal, we're happy to help. It's a tragedy, to be honest, particularly in a wealthy country like the one we have now. It is luxury. Food for too long has been considered a throwaway product and something that doesn't need to be respected and something that doesn't need to be looked after. We all have a guilt to play on that, and we've all done things that we know might not be the best, but it's about tackling it bit by bit, and we can all do that in our own lives as well. The little differences you make bring the food prices down, and hopefully down the line we'll have a more equal society. But in the meantime, organizations like Felix do wonderful work trying to fill that gap. So this is our main depot. So you'll see in the back there, those two massive rooms are all fridges. So we have a sorting fridge where everything goes into, it all gets organized, boxed up, and then into the distribution fridge. What you'll see out here in the forecourt is all of the ambient products. So you'll see at the moment this incredible donation which we received from a supermarket which I shall not name, but from a supermarket that we have a great partnership with. They delivered 36 pallets of ambient food. So out there we've got pasta, we've got tuna, we've got soups, we've got fruit. The scale of it is something I think you need to see to really understand. It's an incredible volume of food. Just to see that come in is mind-blowing. Once you break it all down, and each and every gram of that goes out to a good cause. So this is our Poplar depot. It's one of the 4 main depots we have across London. So what you have here is where all the goods come in and out, and across the depot you'll see different sections. We have 2 massive fridges, which are the size of larger than my flat at least. And then we've got sorting areas, picking areas, and everything in between. As you can see, it never stops. It's the hive of activity. What's with Kanye? That's a very good question. So Kanye appeared in this depot a little while ago. He's now visited all across. He generally likes to pop out and hide somewhere. He's also a great example of our Felix branded and our high-vis safety gear. So beyond volunteering your time, donations, financial, are huge, and also spreading the good word. So whether that be through the organizations we work with on their socials and through theirs, or financial money. Money is always very important to run an organization, and you'd be amazed that a small amount of money can go a really long way. And everything that we have goes in as best we can to deliver for all of our locals. So as I said, something like a £30 donation will deliver 183 meals to amazing organizations that we work with. Definitely. We saw a massive spike throughout the whole COVID period. Felix as an organization expanded dramatically, including opening the Felix Kitchen. Unfortunately, we seem to be in another cycle there. The cost of living crisis is pinching all of us, and it will always affect the worst off and the people that struggle the most, the quickest, the hardest. We do a massive amount of work. One of the big things with our Felix meals that we're trying to do on the energy front is some of them you don't need to heat up at all. If you do need to heat them up, it's a very quick job in a microwave, so it's really low energy, so it helps our recipients even more with dealing with their cost of living. Our record so far has been 4,821 meals to be done in a day. 3,600 is wonderful. I'm sure you guys did an awesome job. But yeah, that is our record. We've hit very similar very often at the moment, around the 4,500 mark. One of the big days for us will be when we get to that 5,000 mark, which is our holy grail, if you like, and something we work towards every day. Pineapple absolutely doesn't belong on Italian pizza. If you're having a bad quality American pizza, then you can put whatever you want on top of it. So this is our sorting chiller. This is a very large room. This is really empty at the moment. Throughout the day it's going to get fuller and fuller. And you can see the really wide range of stuff that we get in. Everything from fresh produce, bottled drinks, incredible amounts of milk. As I said, it is a season for Easter eggs, so we've got chocolate just about everywhere. The black crates you see here come from Amazon. It's been a wonderful partner of us. They're really focused on sending all of their excess food from their new stores that come into us, and we distribute it straight out to our distributors. So this is the main fridge within our Felix Poplar venue, but we have 4 main depots that cover north, east, south, west London. We also have our central London operation, which works more with short shelf life products. So think about the sandwiches that you find in your coffee shops, and every day they distribute them out very quickly. So these 4 main depots look after almost every corner of London, and hopefully in the future there'll be several more Felixes everywhere you go. So I think our best celeb is Francesco Mazzi, a very famous Italian chef. He worked with us beyond just a single day that he comes in. He's really passionate about what we do. Last time he came in with all of his head chefs and his senior team, they made an amazing lamb lasagna. He also bought a 620-pound Parmesan wheel, which luckily enough we had a little bit left over, so I got to try some delicious Parmesan from a great chef, which is just a testament to the quality of what we do here. Every day here at the Felix Project it is Stop Food Waste Day, but we've got on the 27th of April International Food Waste Day, a day where everybody can get involved, reduce their own food waste, or maybe get involved with a great organization like Felix.